Suppose that the terminal point determined by t is the point 3/4 square root of 7 over 4 on the unit circle. Find the terminal point determined by each of the following. The point 3/4 square root of 7 over 4 would be roughly here on the unit circle. We can form an angle in standard position by extending a radius from the origin to this terminal point, 3/4 square root of 7 over 4. So this is the terminal point determined by t. If we were to find a terminal point determined by the opposite of t, then we would construct an arc of the same length in the clockwise direction and then form an angle in standard position by extending a radius from the origin to that point. If we were to form right triangles by extending verticals from the terminal point to the x-axis, we would find that the x-coordinate for each of these right triangles that are formed would be the same, and the y-coordinate would be the same, except for the fact that in the fourth quadrant, the y-coordinates are negative. Therefore, the coordinates of this point would be 3/4 negative square root of 7 over 4. If we are to find the terminal point for 4 pi plus t, then what we have to imagine doing is rotating from our initial side, which is the positive part of the x-axis, an angle of 4 pi. One rotation around would be an angle of 2 pi. Another rotation would be 2 pi plus 2 pi, or in other words, 4 pi. We are to find the terminal point determined by 4 pi plus t. So going around twice, we've turned an angle of 4 pi. Now add t, which puts us back at the point 3/4 square root of 7 over 4.